Hey everybody, it's W. Mark Watts, and this video is all about the return of the champ. The champ is back. If any of you out there have ever seen Will Smith's version of Ali, you remember that part where he says, "The champ is back, the champ is back, the champ is back." And he was definitive in the fact that the champ was in the building. Well, that's how I feel today. This past week has been tremendous for me from an actual releasing standpoint. On the day of the eclipse, I had a huge release that morning, so much so that my stomach hurt afterwards because of that just extended releasing, that extending cry that I had. And then this past Friday, I had another huge one in the morning, which that one was surrounded by or all about forgiveness and compassion, which are two things that I'm really having to focus on and really do work on right now. So the reason why I'm so excited is just because there are so many different things that came to my mind this morning that I wanted to talk about and shoot videos on, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on all those topics today. Just wanted to break this one down into basically the focus of this past week was right now I just really feel like the champ is back. So where is your inner champ? Get your inner champ back because it's there inside of you. It's there the whole time. Now, why is this important? It's important because the first time I went through separation, which was about a year and a half ago, totally caught me off guard. I was sad. I was listening to Babyface CDs and feeling bad like the whole world was going to end. But then something happened. I saw her walk by one day and I got mad. And right away, Spirit told me, okay, cool, now let's go. It's time to move forward. It's time to do something different. That stage is over. And then you know what? Shortly after that, she returned and we moved beyond that, had another great year and a half, and then boom, here we are again, another separation. So when this time hit, I knew I was going to do things differently. No more Babyface. I listened to my hip hop, my Big Boy. I listened to Kendrick Lamar. I listened to Jay-Z. And I really kept my energy at really more of a ready and willing and able point until I could figure it out. And so what I did was I came up with a plan. I said, hey, can't do this thing the way I did it last time. It came back for a reason. Now, I've been doing spiritual work probably for about 20 years now. The last 10, I really started to step that up and really get deeper into it and really do more and more. However, this time around, I realized Spirit spoke to me and said, hey, I really need you to go deep. I really need you to do some work. I really need you to do something different, which i.e. this channel and these videos. I was actually a life coach in the divorce genre. So in that space, but he had been telling me for the past couple months, hey, I'm going to need you to wind that down. Well, now I got it. It's time to really wind it down. So I'm stopping that podcast. I'm no longer going to take new clients in that space. And now I'm building a new business in this new true love, unconditional love space, which is where I've always really wanted to play. So just listening to Spirit and doing that spiritual work, like right now, I'm just doing so much different work each and every day that I can really see myself grow in leaps and bounds. Things are releasing, dropping off of attachments. So here's the plan. Let me go back to that. The plan that I came up with was simply this. I'm an engineer by trade. I love learning, love knowledge. I always know that when something comes up that baffles me, pains me, something I want to learn about, there's always people out there who've been through it. There's always people out there who are willing to guide and teach you. And so I already have some spiritual advisors / mentors and coaches in place. So I reconnected with them more heavily, number one. So I got the help that I needed. Number two, I really stepped up my daily spiritual regimen. I call it my spiritual hygiene. The meditation, the things that I'm looking for, the things that I meditate on are all relative to raising my own vibration and my energy. And then thirdly, it's just putting those things into action and not going backwards and rinse and repeat. So I'm constantly getting the knowledge I need, constantly doing more work on myself and focusing on myself and listening to what Spirit is asking me to do and do those things because they do bring me joy and they allow me to serve, which is even more important. I'm able to serve the space the way that I really want to. because I just really want us to come together here, have a nice space, because I'm also wanting to shift the way we look at this twin flame journey and unconditional love in general. It doesn't have to be the struggle. I watch a lot of people talk about how hard and difficult it is. You know, here's something I really want you to do. Try looking at it from a different angle. This is a great time to expand and grow and do those things that you've always wanted to do that really allow you to serve, because that's the place where you need to start, is where can I serve myself and serve others the most? If you will really ask that question and really get the answers to that and move in that direction, then you don't really have a lot of time to focus on those things that are in a standstill. My relationship right there it's on a standstill right now. There's not much I can do about it. Now, do I still think about my twin flame every day? Absolutely. Do I want to be with my twin flame? You bet I do. But do I still go through the same types of ups and downs with regards to that relationship? Yes, I do. However, what I recognized today was I'm doing it less and less every day. And it's going to continue less and less every week. And so what I'm really doing is just giving my all. I'm being a champion about helping myself, doing the work that I need to do, because here's the key. I've been doing spiritual work for one reason, because I knew I needed to raise my vibration, right? That's the same thing you need to do in your twin flame relationship. You've got to raise your vibration so that you get back to that frequency where the two of you can meet in physical union again, because you're always together in the spiritual, in the 5D, but in this physical 3D realm, we're separate right now. So how do we come back in this physical realm? Is we get back to that vibration. And so we both have to release those frequencies, that heavy baggage, that energy that's holding our frequencies down, so we're not a match. So as we both continue to do that work, then we can be together in the physical again. Well, it's the same thing in the spiritual. What I want to do is just focus on myself in the spiritual, because if I do that, then once I get to that frequency where spirit is ready to bring other things to me, those things are going to come regardless. And I remember one of my mentors telling me a few weeks back when I was still kind of in that confused stage, didn't know really where to go. I needed guidance. She told me, Mark, I need you to be more confident. And she got quiet for a little while and she told me, she said, you are filet mignon. She said, think about it. She said, you are top of the food chain. But what I need you to do is remember who you are. And the cards that she was showing me, that she laid out for me, just spelled that out plain as day. And she said, you've got to be more confident. I need you to find that confidence. And another one of my spiritual mentors said the very same thing. I need you to be more confident. You've got to set those firm boundaries. There's a lot of that you need to do. And at the time, I didn't understand what she was saying as well. But once I set up that plan and really started listening, I got the answers. And so now I'm just following my guidance and really working hard on those things. And yes, I still pray for my twin flame. I still pray for that relationship, but I leave it there because at the moment, that's all I can do, right? Now, the other thing I want to mention real quickly, and I'll do a totally separate video about this, is you're going to hear a lot of people say a lot of different things about what you should and shouldn't do. I'm going to ask you to really trust your higher self. Really trust your twin flame's higher self to discern what you should do and you shouldn't do in terms of communication, et cetera, et cetera. But I did communicate with my twin flame. I just shot her a quick text and said, hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and this is what it's going to be based about. Not going to mention any names or any, cities or anything like that, so that it'll be very difficult for people to know who you are. But I think this journey will help other people. And she texted me back and said, good, thanks for giving me a heads up. I appreciate that. So this whole communication thing, and again, we'll talk about this more in depth in another video, but trust your instincts, trust spirit, trust your higher self to help you decide what things feel right for you to do in this twin flame separation. But today, I really want you to focus on, where is your inner champ? Find that inner champ. There's a time in your life when you were very powerful. You felt very powerful. And if you feel very powerful right now, channel that even more so. Take your focus off things that are in a standstill, in a holding pattern, or in a place that you cannot really affect them too much, and really place your focus on service in areas of raising your own vibration, your own spiritual work, your daily spiritual hygiene, releasing those energies that you need to release. And I guarantee you, you're going to start to see your vibration rise. You're going to start to feel more like a champ every day. And you're going to just really start feeling great about yourself and about what you're doing. Everything else will come along. You know, people have told me multiple times, Mark, it doesn't matter. Stop focusing on those things. And because here's the deal, as you get better and you raise your vibration, that thing is going to come back to you. And if not, it wasn't meant to be, or there's going to be something better that comes your way. So you have to believe that it's either going to come back or something better is going to come to you. That's the way it works, but it only works that way if you're willing to do the work. So I'm going to end this one today because I got to get off to the gym and get my workout in. But the very next video, we're going to talk about a lot of the other things that came to me this morning. So all I want you to focus on today is find your inner champ. And if you can get a hold of that Will Smith movie, Ali, check out that scene. I'm sure you could probably find it on YouTube. You can find that scene and play it over and over again. The champ is back. The champ is back. The champ is back. Find your inner champ. Be a champ today. Talk to someone else. Really find that place where you can serve and be happy. And all these things will start to shift. You can look at it from a different angle if you want to. Wayne Dyer said, if you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things change. So if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. How are you looking at this whole twin flame separation? How are you looking at your life right now? Are you looking at it like a champ would? Or are you looking at it like, well, you fill in the blank? That's all I got for you to get today. Leave a comment. Let me know where your inner champ is, how you're feeling right now, and what you are going to do to channel that inner champ so you can really play big each and every day. Serve and be on purpose and bring yourself joy, especially during this time right now. Talk to you later. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye now.